Quick question before we even start. Have you ever walked into a place, said nothing, did nothing, and still felt like people were watching you, like you're just there? But the energy changed? Now be honest with me, don't overthink it. Have you ever felt that? If yes, just drop a 1 in the comments right now. I want to see something real. Because listen, most people think presence is about talking loud, dressing expensive, or acting confident, like, if you just speak with a deeper voice, wear a clean outfit, maybe add a watch, walk a little slower, boom, suddenly you've got presence. Nah, let me be honest with you, that's not presence, that's just styling. It's like putting perfume on a phone that's still on airplane mode and thinking people will call you. Because real presence, it's way more subtle than that. It's not the makeup, it's not the haircut, it's not even the car key you casually hang on your trousers like you're in a movie scene walking through a mall like, yeah, I've arrived. We've all seen that guy. Walking slow, holding the keys like they're heavy, checking imaginary messages, acting like life is a music video. But deep down, people still don't feel him. And that's the thing. Presence is not what you're showing. It's what people feel when you're not trying to show anything. You could be wearing a plain shirt, no brand, nothing fancy, and still have people slightly adjusting how they act around you. You could be sitting quietly in a corner, not talking, not performing, and still somehow people glance at you twice like there's something about that person. And it's funny because it messes with people, because society told us, if you look expensive, you'll feel powerful. But reality says, if you feel aligned inside, people will perceive you as powerful, even if you're in slippers. That's the part nobody explains. It's not the outfit. It's not the flex. It's not the loud confidence act where someone walks in like they're announcing themselves to a stadium that didn't ask for a concert. Real presence is quieter. It's when you don't need to convince anyone. You're just there, and somehow that's enough. And the funny part, people who try the hardest to look powerful often feel the least powerful to others. Meanwhile, someone else is just sitting there, relaxed, maybe even slightly distracted, and people are like, why do I feel like I should behave properly around this person? And even they don't know why. That's the thing about presence. You don't announce it. You don't decorate it. You don't upgrade it with accessories like it's a character in a video game. It leaks out of you naturally when you stop performing and just become comfortable being yourself, without needing approval, validation, or attention on demand. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. But Carl Jung would laugh at that. He would say, presence is not what you do, it's what you are. And today, I'm going to show you something deep, not motivation, not fake confidence tricks, but 8 signs that you already have a powerful presence. And maybe you didn't even notice it yet. And trust me, by sign 3, you might pause the video and just sit there like, wait, that's literally me. All right, let's go. Sign 1. People change their behavior around you. Let's start simple. You ever notice this? Some people are loud and chaotic everywhere they go, but when you enter the space, they calm down a bit. Not because you told them to, not because you're intimidating, but just, your energy shifts the room. Now I want you to comment this honestly. Do people become quieter around you, or louder? Because this is important. Carl Jung would say this is psychic presence. Your unconscious energy speaks before your mouth does. And the funny thing? You don't even have to try. People just adjust. Some become respectful. Some become nervous. Some become extra polite. And you're there like, why are they acting different? I didn't do anything. Exactly. That's the point. Your presence already did it. Sign 2. You get stared at, but no one explains why. Let's be real for a second. There are people who are good-looking, but not magnetic. And there are people who are not even trying, but you just keep looking at them. Now don't lie. Have you ever caught someone looking at you? Then they quickly look away? Be honest. Comment yes if that has happened to you before, because here's what Jung psychology suggests. When someone carries strong inner alignment, people feel it before they understand it. It's like your energy is saying, I'm not performing, I'm just here. And that is rare, very rare. That's why people stare, not because you are loud, but because you are real. Sign 3. Silence doesn't make you uncomfortable. Okay, listen carefully. This one is big. Most people panic in silence. They start talking too much, laughing unnecessarily, filling gaps. But you? You can sit in silence and still feel okay. Actually, sometimes you prefer it. Now I want to know something. Are you someone who is comfortable in silence? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments. Because this is a powerful sign of presence. Carl Jung believed that silence is where truth speaks. And people with strong presence don't fear silence. They use it. And because of that, other people feel like they have to perform around them. But you're just there, breathing, observing, existing, and somehow that becomes powerful. Sign 4. People confess things to you quickly. This one is interesting. Have you noticed people open up to you fast? Like, you meet someone today, and suddenly they're telling you their life story. They don't even know why they trust you. Now be honest, are you someone people easily open up to? Because this is not normal conversation behavior. This is emotional perception. Carl Jung would call this psychological projection. People feel safe projecting their hidden thoughts onto you, because your presence feels non-threatening, but deeply aware. And here's the funny part. You're not even trying to be a therapist. You're just existing. But somehow people say, I don't know why, but I feel like I can talk to you. That is presence. Sign 5. You don't compete. But people compare themselves to you. This one might shock you. You don't compete with anyone. You don't try to be better than anyone. But somehow, people start comparing themselves to you, their outfit, their success, their personality, and you didn't even say anything. Now tell me, have you ever noticed someone acting competitive around you, even when you're calm? Because here's the truth. Strong presence triggers insecurity in unaligned people. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because your energy feels grounded, and grounded energy exposes unstable energy. That's Jung in real life. Sign 6. You don't talk much. But when you do, people listen. This one is very important. You can sit quietly for a long time, but the moment you speak, people stop what they're doing. Not because you're loud, but because your words feel intentional. Now I want you to comment, are you someone who speaks less but people listen more? Because this is not about volume, it's about weight. Carl Jung believed that real authority doesn't announce itself, it lands. And when you speak, it lands differently. Even if it's simple, even if it's short, it sticks. Sign 7. You can't fake energy. And people know it. This one is deep. You ever tried to act normal in a group, but it just doesn't feel natural? Or you try to fit in, but something feels off? That's because your presence is already formed, and people can feel when you are pretending. Now be honest. Do you feel like people can read your energy easily? Comment yes or no. Because people with strong presence don't need to act. They just are. And funny enough, trying too hard actually reduces presence. Carl Jung would say, the more you try to become someone, the further you move from who you are, and people can feel that gap. Sign 8. People remember you. Even after a short meeting, this is the final one, and it's powerful. Some people meet hundreds of people, and forget them instantly. But you meet someone once, and weeks later they still remember you. Not your words, not your outfit, but the feeling they had around you. Now I want you to comment. Has someone ever told you, "I remember you"? Even after a short meeting, because that is presence. Carl Jung believed memory is emotional, not logical. People don't remember what you said. They remember how they felt near you. And if you carry strong presence, you leave emotional footprints. Let me talk to you like I'm sitting right in front of you now. Presence is not something you build overnight. Let's just start there, because I feel like a lot of people are watching this thinking, okay, cool, so how do I get it fast? Like it's a skill you download, or a personality update you install before Monday morning. But nah, it doesn't work like that. It's not a trick. It's not a personality hack. And it's definitely not one of those things where you watch a video, nod your head for 10 minutes, and suddenly you wake up tomorrow like, yeah, I'm powerful now. If it was that easy, everyone would be walking around like main characters. But you've seen life. That's not how it goes. Presence is quieter than that. It sneaks up on you. It grows in moments where nobody is clapping for you. It shows up when you're alone, when you're not performing, when you're not trying to impress anybody. That's when it starts forming. And here's the part most people miss. Presence is what happens when you stop pretending and start being aligned with yourself. Not the version of you that you think people want. Not the version of you that performs in groups. Not the version of you that suddenly changes tone when certain people walk in. I'm talking about the version of you that exists when nobody is watching. That one. Now listen. Some of you watching this already have it. You just never had language for it. That's the funny part. You've been walking around thinking you're just quiet, or just chill, or just observing people too much. But really, that might not be nothing. That might be presence. You might walk into rooms and not say much, but people still remember you. You might speak less. But when you do speak, people actually stop and listen. You might sit in silence comfortably while everyone else is trying to fill space like it's their job, and you just exist. And somehow that's enough. But because nobody told you what that is, you started doubting it. You started thinking, maybe I need to be louder. Maybe I need to be more outgoing. Maybe I need to act more confident. And now you're trying to become something you already were, just because you didn't recognize it. And then there are some of you. You're still discovering it. You're in that phase where you're noticing things. Like, why do people act different around me sometimes? Why do people open up to me so fast? Why do I feel like I don't need to talk too much in a group? Why do I feel more powerful when I'm calm instead of when I'm trying hard? Yeah, that confusion. That's not random. That's awareness starting to wake up, and that's okay. Because presence is not about becoming someone else. Let me say that again because this is important. Presence is not about becoming someone else. It's about removing everything that is not you. That's it. No transformation montage. No fake personality upgrade. No forcing energy that doesn't belong to you. Just subtraction. And I know that sounds too simple, but that's exactly why people miss it. We're so used to add more thinking, add more confidence, add more style, add more words, add more noise, add more personality, add more performance. But presence doesn't come from adding. It comes from dropping. Dropping the need to impress. Dropping the need to explain yourself all the time. Dropping the need to fill every silence like silence is your enemy. Dropping the habit of overreacting just to fit in emotionally with people. And slowly, what's left is you, not the edited version, not the social version, just you. And that version, that's where presence lives. Now let me pause here for a second, Because I actually want to talk to you, not just at you. If you're still watching this right now, I want you to do something small. Just comment one word. Here. That's it. Because I want to know you're actually here with me in this moment, not scrolling, not half-watching, not multitasking, just here, now. Let me ask you something real. Which sign hit you the most in this video? Was it the one where people change behavior around you? Was it the silence one? Was it the one where people open up to you too fast? Or was it the one where you don't even try, but people still notice you? Be honest. Don't just watch and disappear like nothing happened. Comment it, because I'm not asking that for engagement tricks or anything like that. I actually want to know where people are in their head right now, because this topic hits differently for everyone. And sometimes, just seeing other people comment the same thing you feel helps you realize you're not imagining it. And let me say this clearly, if this video made you pause even for 1 second, even if you didn't fully agree, even if you just sat there and thought, interesting, then maybe, just maybe, you already have more presence than you think. Because people with no presence don't question presence. People with no awareness don't even notice these things. The fact that you're still here, still thinking, still reflecting, that already says something about you. And I don't want you to ignore that. So before you leave, just take a second. No pressure, no deep analysis, just honest reflection. Do you feel like you've been trying too hard in life, or are you already more natural than you give yourself credit for? And I'll leave you with this. Presence is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't compete. It doesn't force attention. It just is. And the more you stop trying to be seen, the more people start feeling you. I'll see you in the next one.